You mess me up every time. What's going on, everybody? It is the Ales and Tales podcast coming to you with a new brew review. And this is going to be an interesting one. It's a scary one, so we'll see how it goes.
Why is it scary?
Because Zool.
It's a sour, and Mike doesn't like sours.
Yeah,
And this one looks like it's going to eat me.
Yeah,
so
Jack Skeleton.
This is a strange one. So with me are my co-hosts and beer buddies, Ben Purrier,
Hello? What am I looking at?
Jim McCarthy,
Yay!
and we've got our guest, Carly Duggan,
There she
do
is.
another brew review.
Yeah.
We are going to review today Zool Beer Company, and this is the Tangerine Mafioso Creamsicle Sour with tangerine and vanilla. And for some reason, they're pointing out that it is lactose free, and they're excited about it because they got exclamation points after that.
Do they make it with ectoplasm?
The can is awesome. I love this. People are going to love the pictures of the can. Give me a camera. I'll put it up towards it, and people can hopefully see it. There we go.
Actually, I'll take exact seat. I tightened that shot.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll pass it around. So very, very cool art.
Yeah.
In fact,
Guess it's a big old tangerine. Tangerine with teeth.
It's got skeleton teeth on it. It's almost got like the Mysterio. If you know Mysterio from the Spider-Man Far From Home movie.
I think it's a tangerine.
Is it a tangerine, like a spherical head?
Now that I'm thinking about it, the orange color, the spherical,
Yeah.
That would make sense.
okay, and it's just got teeth. It's a
Teeth.
creepy. What
But
is
it's
it?
on top of a set of shoulders with a necktie, and it looks to be like a jacket of sorts.
You can add off-size teeth to pretty much anything that's where they're not supposed to be, and it makes it look just
Creepy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Got them horse teeth.
Yeah.
Horse teeth.
Tangerine mafioso.
All right, favorite citrus fruit. Go.
I've never thought about that before.
Thought I'd throw a curveball for everybody.
It's like probably something in the orange family, orange or tangerine or paloma. I don't know. What am I thinking of? Not
Pomelo or pomelo.
Pomelo. There we go. Pomelo.
That's funny. That's my favorite.
Pomolo's something different. That's it's a drink.
Paloma. Yeah. Carly.
I love a good lime. It's very versatile.
Is there a type of lime?
Do you prefer the key lime or the? I don't even know. If
a
there- I didn't-
juicy lime, not an old lime.
Have you ever seen
I hate when I get like I'll order like a vodka soda from the bar, and they'll give me like a brown, like really gross dried out
oxidized.
lime, and it's like I need like 3 juicy limes for my vodka soda.
You want some juice to the lime, right?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen a kiwi lime? No. I saw kiwi limes the first time we went out to San Antonio and went to this little restaurant. And with the street tacos, I kid you not, I have a picture. The lime is about the size of my fingernail.
What?
Like it's this type, but it was delicious. Good little lime. It's called kiwi lime.
Is it like the kumquats where you eat the skin and everything?
No, I mean I know it's still a lime.
Interesting.
I just squeeze lime juice on my taco.
Nice.
They're fantastic.
Kiwi lime. All right.
Trying to think of what I
Make a
should
kiwi
look.
lime
You
pie?
should look it up. It's like super cute.
What do you got?
Oh, my
Jim?
camera's just went out. They're loading up again. Sorry.
All right.
What do I got?
What's your favorite citrus?
I mean, I would go with an orange.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mandarin or the
Thinking sumo.
Tangelos? Is that what they're called?
There is a Tangelo.
Yeah. The small ones. Mm-hmm. Right?
I go for the pomelo, which is I'm not a grapefruit fan at all. But
All right. Can we get a shot of his face real quick? I'm gonna get his,
hold on.
I want to get
We
his
got
reaction to
cameras
the
doing
lime.
weird stuff.
Yeah, my cameras are doing weird stuff.
We need to pause. All right, cool. So we had a little technical difficulties. I think we're back in action. You were going to show me a picture of a
Oh yeah,
something?
I'm gonna get your reaction to this key lime because it really is like
kiwi lime. Or-
kiwi lime. Excuse me. Check that thing out.
What? Okay, it is the size of your fingernail.
I mean, essentially.
That's a tiny little lime. Okay, look up kiwi limes. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, right. I want a kiwi lime beer now.
Kiwi lime beer.
God, that'd be so many kiwi limes you'd have to cut up. If
You take a whole
after
tree
that.
to make one.
Oh my gosh.
So, all right,
It's like 10 of those to one lime.
that would be. Think about the work to have to cut each one of those and how many fingers get sliced trying to cut that little mini lime. All right. So, not talking about limes anymore. We're going to talk about Tangerine, Mafioso, and you get the picture of the key
I
lime.
do. Kiwi lime up on the camera right
Oh,
now.
that's cool.
Very tiny.
This, however, is a very evil looking tangerine. So,
It's gnarly.
and it's
dude.
another sour because we just want to torture me for a few episodes.
I think based off the other sour I got from them, I haven't had this one yet. I think it'd be surprised. It'd be different than what you've probably had before.
Okay.
Zool's a great brewery out of Knoxville.
First off, I love their name,
Right?
Zool. I mean, they have to have stolen that from Ghostbusters,
Right.
I would guess.
Well,
Along with
the
creepy-
Ghostbusters was ZUUL.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But this is XUL, correct?
Oh.
Correct.
You got
So-
some info on it as to why
they say it might make you think of something you heard from a classic 80s movie or 90s computer game. Urban Dictionary defines it as bad in a cool kind of way.
Nice.
Or cool in a bad kind of way.
Cool like Zool.
To all of us, it's all of this and more. So they just, like to party down, have fun, be creative, brew a bunch of different beer, everything they do. The Rhymes Like Dimes is their IPA that people love. You probably should have got some of that and brought it in had I known, and that would have been a good one. If you ever see Rhymes Like Dimes, that is an IPA I highly recommend. It's got some MF Doom art on the front kind of thing going on.
Where's
Just
it
a
out
little
of?
nod to MF Doom. Knoxville.
Knoxville. Okay, cool.
But is there a keymaster?
There is a gatekeeper.
There's a gatekeeper? Carly, can you say, I am the gatekeeper?
I am the gatekeeper.
There it is. Boom.
I thought you said a gay peeper at first.
A gatekeeper?
I am a gay peeper.
Hey, float your boat. Go for it.
You are not woke, my friend.
No,
No.
not even slightly. All right. My taste buds want to be woke up.
Let's do
so
it.
We're going to give this thing a whirl. All right, everybody, we are going to crack this thing open. I love that can. That is a cool piece of art. That is creepy and cool.
We're going to make sure we get your initial taste response on camera this time.
All right, we'll see. Hopefully it's not super sour because that is not my thing.
I just want a whole series of sours and his expression.
That looks like frickin' orange juice.
Wow.
That looks like
Oh
orange
my
That
juice.
is
gosh.
potently
So-
orange.
It's not as I guess because without the lactose, it's not as thick as I thought it was going to be. The other one I had was almost like halfway to slushy.
Is this Tropicana Brewing?
Right? That's some neon orange right there. That is wild.
Wow.
That looks like orange juice. Like if you just
It
put
really
that in
does.
front of me, I'd assume it was orange juice.
All right.
We were talking about the beer mosa the other day. This might be a beer mosa in a glass.
All right. It's always fun trying to navigate all the wires and the microphones and everything going on.
It's like it's professional or something.
I know, except for the trying to figure out how to get to
Shut
our
up.
glasses.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. So, yeah, this is a straight up glass of Tropicana orange juice. Looks completely opaque. You cannot see through that at all.
No.
Whoa.
Did you already taste it? Oh, she dove right in. All right, what happened? What'd you get?
Whoa, it's like an orange creamsicle beer. It's basically like fermented orange juice, but it's got that sweet, like creamy, I don't know what it is.
You just made me feel better because I haven't tried it yet. And the first thing you did not say was sour.
No,
Hold
not
on.
at
I'm going to
all.
get I'm going to zoom in. I don't know if I can zoom in more on you, Mike.
Whoa,
Never
that
mind.
smells fantastic. It smells like vanilla and oranges. Yeah, that is. That is a straight up dreamsicle type of thing here.
Go ahead.
There's not much. It's just a little tang. I don't even call that a sour. I'm not doing that's okay.
That's sour.
It's
It's got tang to it.
if you would consider a glass of orange juice sour, I would consider this sour. But I don't think orange juice is sour. Like you gotta. I think
Orange juice can be a little sour.
Ben caused me trauma. The first time we ever had a sour, he was like, "Here, try this," and I tried it, and I was like, "Gah." I thought it was like
You were like collapsing in on yourself like a neutron
It's
star.
like an internal black hole. It was
I think that was the Duchess.
no, it was something before the Duchess, and the Duchess, which has become one of my favorite beers.
Really?
So,
you go.
funny story. We have an episode on that. So, by the way, if you guys go back into our first season, I think it was episode like 7 or 10 or somewhere around there, Duchess de Bourgogne. That I remember that because it's such a weird one. But when we first took a sip of it, it was cringy, man. It was like drinking a vat of just absolute funk.
Yeah.
But as it warmed up and as my taste buds got used to it, it was.
As I remember,
fantastic.
we
It was
drank about half of it and set aside and did another episode and then came back to it like 45 minutes later after it had breathed a little bit
Yep.
and opened up and warmed up. And
It had a lot of funk,
completely
but even
different.
it's not sour as much as it's like vinegary.
Yeah, it's more vinegary.
different. But I love it. I don't know why, but it's so drastically different. But no, it was a different sour that you had me try the first time,
Sours
and I
are
wanted to
very
run. I couldn't
wide
run from
and
my
vast,
face.
yeah.
Though.
This is almost like a cocktail.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you know what I think it was? I think it was like episode 3 or so. We did an Untitled Art, and there was like a blackberry lemon something sour that
Okay.
I think put you on end.
It was
I would actually,
rough.
after this episode, go out and buy a 6-pack of this.
This goes down.
I
really
like this.
easy.
Yeah.
You described it in exactly the way that I taste it. It is like fermented orange juice.
Yes, there's even the pulp you can see in
Yeah,
the
kinda,
glass.
Yep.
To be that creamy without lactose is impressive.
Yeah.
What is the ABV on it?
We are at 6.5.
So do they tell you anything
cold,
about the hops?
drink fresh. No. Tangerine Mafia creamsicle sour. I didn't look it up. We can see if it's on.
Yeah, I'm
on
curious
the
as
internets.
to what's different about this. This is good, man. It's surprisingly good. I would agree. I would buy this. I would recommend people try this one. Again, if you're not a sour person, you could get away with this, no problem. If
You
you want to
totally
try
see
a sour,
myself sitting in the sand with my feet in the water. And,
hey, what a unique concept.
yeah.
So the description of this is gluten-free, creamsicle-inspired fruited sour, packed with hundreds of pounds of tangerine puree, topped off with a healthy dosing of vanilla.
Tangerine puree. That's where the pulp comes from.
Enjoy one of our favorites as is in all its glory, or add some champagne for the best damn mimosa your taste buds will ever experience. Gluten-free, lactose-free.
They really are big on that gluten-free, lactose-free. That's
Well, I mean,
all
for a
they
lot of
can.
people, like my wife's best friend, my wife can't do lactose. Her best friend can't do gluten. And so, yeah, it's
Together, Wonder Twins powers activate. We can't eat anything.
it's a problem for people who like to go to breweries of not having a gluten-free option.
I like my gluten.
I love my gluten. I've shown you the if you've never looked at it, it's like the foul mouth grandma, and she talks about making a gluten-free birthday cake for her grandson because that's what he wants, and she keeps calling it glutton. It's gluten-free.
gluten-free.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but she's like this little sweet old granny, and she's sitting there cussing up a storm.
Gluten-free. I like it. This is something that
Glutton for gluten.
I've never really experienced anything quite like this as a beer before.
Right?
Like when we tried those slushies that one time, the slushy beers, and they were whatever that was wild.
I remember.
It was funky. I would have thought they would be like this, but and if it's got a bunch of tangerine puree in it, can we consider this healthy?
Yes.
Our vitamin C for the day.
Get my daily dose of fruits.
This is 100% a breakfast beer.
Oh yeah.
Like going back to gyms at the beach, poolside, whatever. 100% would wake up and have this with your breakfast.
We're having all kinds of technical
Jim?
difficulties
Are we
over here.
recorded?
Yeah, we're recording, but we're having some camera issues. I think we got Wi-Fi stuff going on.
All good. Game on.
Jim is bouncing around like a human pinball, and you're trying to solve all of it. That's awesome.
This is why you paid me the big bucks.
So, Jim, what are you thinking of it? Like, what are your thoughts?
Like I said, it's like a mimosa,
Yeah.
in a way. I mean,
It really is.
it's really kind of not a beer. It's a cocktail in a way,
I would
A
I would
beer
agree.
tail?
Beer tail. Yeah, this is wild. I would. I'm trying to figure out what I would drink this with. I don't think this needs to pair with anything. I don't think that
Bacon.
that would be good.
Just
Okay.
bacon.
I think we've said this before. There is nothing that wouldn't pair with bacon as far as I'm concerned. Toothpaste and bacon, I don't care. I just like bacon.
Well, certainly not toothpaste with this.
It's his favorite snack.
No. So I figured out years ago, I told people I figured out what the actual flavor profile of Red Bull was. And this hit me like years and years ago, like probably 15 years ago. I was when Red Bull had first come out, I was trying to figure out what it tasted like because it was so, it is the flavor of brushing your teeth and then drinking orange juice. That is the flavor.
Of Red Bull?
Yeah.
All right, which is worse, orange juice or apple juice after brushing your teeth?
I've never done apple juice.
Neither.
I have a vivid memory as a kid. I brushed my teeth and being thirsty and like going for some apple juice, and it was just god awful. Same with orange juice, but
Yeah, it's not good.
Do you guys still use toothpaste?
Yeah.
No, I use peat moss. What? Yes, of course.
Let's let that simmer.
I have a feeling we're getting about to get into something interesting here. Like, you don't use toothpaste?
My wife bought these new things. They're called Bites, and
What?
they're little toothpaste
Tablets?
Chewing gum?
yeah, tablets, and you just put them in your mouth. You bite them, you crunch them, and you start brushing your teeth. That's what we've been using. We don't use toothpaste anymore.
Waste free.
Yeah.
Waste free.
I've had a buddy tell me about those. They come in a little glass jar.
Yep.
Yeah. Just no plastic.
Right.
No plastic use. It's not sitting in the aluminum coating or whatever.
Right.
I'm old school. I don't know.
You're the guy that's going to be telling kids to get off your lawn.
Well, do keep in mind, my dad, up until probably about 5 years ago, still had a VCR with the remote that had a wire. Not wireless, the wire.
And he probably still had the blinking 12 on it because he never set the clock.
How do you set this damn thing? Yeah, actually, he'd still have a rotary phone if he could.
We used to have the Mickey Mouse phone when I was growing up.
The Mickey Mouse, what was that one?
That was the old school phone, the candlestick phone with Mickey Mouse holding the receiver, and you'd pick it up and
Oh, it
put
lived.
it to your ear and, hello, put me through to 153, please. On the double.
Fun game. Get a millennial, give them a rotary phone, see if they can figure out how to use it.
Yeah. Or a pager.
Oof.
Yeah. You know what a pager is, Carly?
I
Yes,
never
I
had
do.
a pager.
Okay. You've never had one?
I was never cool enough to have a pager.
I didn't have
You're
enough
probably
people-
too young for it.
No, I just didn't have enough people calling me.
And then you had the pager codes. Remember the pager codes?
911, 143.
143. And that's right.
I love you. The number
I
of
love you.
letters in the words.
Did you just tell Carly that you love her?
No.
Was that what just happened here? Oh my gosh.
So I specifically did not have a pager because I didn't want to always be able to be contacted or found,
Yeah.
which is funny
kinda
because
miss
that
Now you
has
have an
gone
iPhone.
away because,
Yeah.
And now you feel guilty if you don't respond to somebody quick enough.
yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get to a payphone.
Does anybody else respond in their head and then forget to actually respond?
Yep.
I do it
done that a
all the
couple
time.
times.
See, my wife is a texter. I'm a caller. You know this, Mike. I can't, when people text me, I'm like, I've got too much to say. I'm not going to text a freaking novel. My wife, on the other hand, will sit there and text entire conversations with people.
Direct
just
to the
talk.
point. This, done.
Yeah, I'm not a phone guy. I don't like it. If people are, I don't like being on the phone very long. I'm like, was this, that, done, bye, click, done.
Yep.
Move on. It's tough. I like texting because of that, because it's just like you get the point.
Yeah, we're straight to the point.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I get
convenient.
that. But sometimes they'll ask, questions that you need elaboration. And I'm not going to sit there,
No, that's what I'll
fat
call it.
thumbs and, autocorrect and all that other crap.
Stupid fat
You know.
thumb.
Now they got voice to text, right?
I don't mean duck you, okay, Siri, for God's sake. I don't want to say duck it.
I've got to be careful because I've definitely sent out to people, I shot you an email.
Yeah.
Well, there's another letter right next to O on the keyboard that my
Shit.
fat thumb likes to hit. Yeah. Send that to your clients. I shit you an email. I was going to do it proper, but I didn't want to take the time on it, so I just shit one out for you. There you go.
That's what I think of your money. Now call me back so we can close this shitty deal.
Man, I used to work with a salesperson. He unfortunately passed away, and you would love this guy, Mike. I've never, in my years of sales, heard somebody cuss out the customer and have them still coming by. He'd sit there, like, don't tell me that you come here and you're gonna buy this fucking truck, and he'd hang up on him. 30 minutes later, this guy'd be walking in the door. What?
He probably appreciated it.
Yeah, honest. He was straight to the point with him.
We might have done that a
Old
time
Bill.
or two at Old Crest Honda.
Just old timers. Just imagine like the old.
Okay, so when I really early was in the auto industry, I was in the car business. I moved to Destin, Florida, and I was there for maybe a week. And a guy pulls up, and I walked out to greet him, and he wouldn't get out of his vehicle. He reached out of his window, just handed me his driver's license and insurance card, and said, "See what you can get me approved for." I said, "Well, do you want to come inside?" "Nope, I hate you stupid salespeople. I don't like dealing with you guys. I don't want to deal with anything. You just figure it out." And I went,
I would have walked in with his license and sat inside for an hour.
"You got to make a living." So I went, "Okay." And I walked inside and I filled out the application best I could with the information, and I walked back out for him to sign it because you have to sign the application. You have to sign the credit app before people can pull your credit. So anyway, I walked back out with a clipboard. I made it as convenient as possible. Here's a clipboard. Hey, sir, I need you to sign this to give me permission to. I'm not signing nothing. And I went, look, dude. Here's the deal. And I absolutely lost it on him. I was like, you can go down the street. I'm trying to help you. You want to be an ass? You be an ass. I'm trying to help you. Go down the street and get screwed over by somebody else. I don't care. Get out of here. Or sign it and bring it back. I'm out. And I turned around and I walked away. I walked inside, and a minute later, I'm sitting at the computer and I get this tap on my shoulder. I'm sorry, you're right. Here you go. I was like, oh, cool. He just hadn't.
All right.
It was just trying to be,
now I gotcha. Sit your ass down.
Well, what's funny is unfortunately he couldn't buy. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's why
yeah.
it wasn't the salespeople. It was him. He was just unable to.
His pride was bruised before he even started talking to you.
Hurt people. Hurt people.
That is true.
That's right.
They need to drink better beer.
And everybody hurts.
Everybody, well, to a certain extent.
So
Sometimes.
Not unless you're on a beach with your feet in the
got
sand
it.
and your butt in
got
the
it.
sand.
Yeah, I was wondering if you noticed. Yeah. All right. So let's rate this thing and let
I
people
love
know what we think. Jim.
I'm going to give it an 8. To go along Ben's line of thinking, I'm going to say 8.7. I mean, it's gone. What's the calorie count on it? That's the only scary.
Don't
It's
ask.
gluten free. What's the matter? You got no glutens.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it good for gut health?
Everything fermented is good for gut health.
I'm just glad I got Carly to say I am the gatekeeper.
It's probably got good immunity because of the vitamin C in it.
Yeah.
Keep you healthy.
Cold prevention, you know.
Beer a day.
It's good for you and gets you drunk.
That's a great slogan.
So it's good for you and great for you.
that is a product we need to create. No, we might get sued when it has alcohol in it, and you're saying it's good for you, but it's got all the other stuff besides the alcohol is good for you.
That's right.
That's the little disclaimer at the bottom.
Alcohol is good for you. If you need liquids and you're in an area where you can't drink water, alcohol is good for you.
Alcohol does a body good.
You have to think. I mean, why did other, in most countries,
Well, it's not that
alcohol was being
is
drunk at
good.
any age because it was what you could get away with drinking
Well, it's
because
not
the water
it
was going
good for you. It's because it was boiled out and they boiled out the bacteria. It was it was safer than the water.
So all we're doing is we're just being safer than the water.
You guys remember the milk commercials?
Milk does the body good. Got milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would show these athletes after they played a football game for 3 hours.
Drinking
and,
milk. Yeah.
Chugging
first thing
their
I want to
guts.
go for is milk.
What? Such a
Talk about a brilliant marketing campaign. We're going to sell people on the notion that they ought to drink milk after strenuous activity.
Replenish those electrolytes.
Yeah, with milk.
fat, protein. I mean, you think
Calcium.
calcium. You figure you go and you make a protein shake. Might put the milk in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Water, forget it. Forget water. Water is not the ultimate thirst quencher. Milk is.
Why don't we may have this, I don't know, but we've gone from having water from the tap to water in a bottle and water in cans now and seltzer waters and all this. What about milk? We went from milk to milk in, milk in bottles. We've always had milk in bottles. When's the canned milk coming? When are we going to get the weird canned milk craze?
They might have tried it, but I would
Probably
imagine.
in Asia.
Maybe. They got milk in Capri Sun
Yeah.
type juice box.
I miss Capri Sun. Do they still make those?
Yeah.
Man, I love those things. They're smaller now. I
But
think.
buddy, everything now that you remember as a child, completely different.
Sucks.
Did you ever see the life hack on the Capri Sun? Because we've all struggled getting the straw on the little thing. Just turn it upside down and now you can't set it down, but just
Oh,
turn
and
the
then
Capri
to the
Sun-
bottom?
Poke
Oh,
it to the bottom.
It works better than the area they've provided for you. Just stick the straw through. Any other part of our container is
Put
easier
straw
than what
here.
we made.
Going in 2 sips, right? It's,
Yeah.
that
yeah.
thing's done.
That's how I learned how to power slam a beer can. I think it's from Capri Sun.
No,
as
you
a
ever,
kid,
you ever take the
God.
Capri Sun and blow air into it just to get it pressurized and then squeeze?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like shotgunning a Capri Sun.
That's how I learned it.
The best was shotgunning the ectoplasm Capri when they had like a little Slimer from Ghostbusters. They had he had his own like little Capri Suns.
Back to Zool.
Oh, those were great.
You remember
Back to Zool.
Ghostbusters cereal?
Six degrees of Ghostbusters and Zool. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
All these cereal makers would have their themed breakfast cereals for the movies that would come out. And there was a Ghostbusters cereal at one time. And that's the other thing. Like similar to Capri Sun, breakfast cereals that you remember probably eating when you were kids, not the same anymore.
No.
You know, and it's funny, you only know that until you go to a brand that makes it like they used to make it. And I want to say Malto Meal, Mom's brand. It's a Mom brand, and they have it in the bags, typically in the supermarkets. Those are the cereals to get because they taste like how I remember as a kid.
Interesting.
Yeah. You know, Cocoa Krispies and all
I
that
don't
stuff.
seem to remember much of a difference last time I had Honey Nut Cheerios or
Well, those cereals are different, but like, you know, Count
Captain
Chocula.
Crunch or-
Yeah. But I mean, the bagged ones, much different. Yeah.
Well, it is funny that we're talking about breakfast with this because this is very breakfasty a beer. So
I mean, you know, what are we pairing it with? Eggs, toast.
Ooh. I'm pairing this with the Jersey breakfast dog from Corey's Doghouse.
that would work well. So that
Fried
was
egg,
fried egg
bacon,
and cheddar
cheese.
cheese and bacon.
Oh yeah.
Never been.
Yeah, this, you know, pancakes. This would
One's
work well with
not
pancakes.
enough.
Cuts through some
Two's too
syrup.
much.
Really? So 1.5?
1.5 dogs there. Two, I eat 2 of them. And I
Dude.
just feel sick.
You eat 2 dogs from that place, and you're
But you
done
eat
for
one
the
and you're
day.
still hungry.
Huh.
You've ever had there?
I don't think I've ever been there.
They take a giant slab of Texas toast. It's like
Buttered up.
and they just slice the Texas toast halfway down the middle.
All
and
beef
stuff.
frank.
Oh, it's crazy. It's good.
Wow.
But they
Shout
got
out to Corey's dogs.
they've got a dog for every state.
Sometimes 2.
So like Jersey breakfast is your fried egg, bacon and cheddar. You got your North Carolina, which is going to be your
coleslaw. And
coleslaw, chili and cheese. You got your Chicago, which is going to have like the little pickle on it and whatever else they put.
my favorite
good
is
stuff.
the weirdest one, which is not the Kansas City, Washington State, which is pickles, red pepper, not spicy pepper, but red sweet pepper, bell pepper, onion, and mayonnaise.
Huh.
It's delicious. I would never have thought that would be good on a dog, but I was trying to go through all of their different ones, just trying them all. And I had that, and like since I've had that, it was like my stopping block. I hit that one, and I've just done. It was the damn. It kept me there.
This might be my stopping block of a beer today. I'm going to go home and have another one.
You guys have had Tin Roof. You've eaten there, right?
Yeah.
They used to have something called the Tin Roof, which was a grilled chicken with peanut butter and honey, I'm going to say.
Interesting.
It was good.
All right, I think we're all getting hungry. I think this this is a breakfasty beer that is making us now want food.
I'm
All right,
going. I'm going 8-9 on the beer. I would drink that all day, every day,
Yep.
This is
I agree.
A
too.
plus.
till the acid ate away on my stomach. It'll happen after about 2 of them.
You won't get scurvy drinking this.
For sure.
Another. You were popping out the Golden Nugget slogans today.
Thank you.
You won't get scurvy drinking this.
It's good for you, and you'll get drunk. That's right.
I like it.
Carly's in marketing. What do you think of that marketing phrase?
I like it. Yeah.
Good positioning statement.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, the immunity, the vitamin C. Like you don't need zinc tablets. You just need this beer.
That's right.
Don't need zinc tablets. You just need this beer.
Chug the beer, go to work with a buzz. And, you know,
The Ales and Tales podcast does not promote drinking and going to work.
boo.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Anybody who wants to press a lawsuit, that is purely Jim McCarthy at Jim McCarthy Voiceovers. Yeah, no, this was a great beer. I like this. I would recommend that anybody try this. So it is Zool Brewing out of Knoxville, you said. Mm-hmm. All right. I've never heard of them. I want to hear more of them. I want to try some more of their stuff. That's really good.
Can we get them locally? I would imagine so. Or...
I don't think you really can. Every now and then, if anybody has, it's probably West or Main Street Liquors. Aaron Hortman, the manager out there, probably is going to carry some Zool, but it's weird with the distro laws in Tennessee and how everything works. I don't see them around that often,
Huh. Okay.
if at all.
Well, we need to, hopefully we spread the word a little bit because it's good stuff. I'm in.
It is.
I like
Yeah.
it. All right.
If you're driving through Knoxville, go to Zool.
There you go.
Top of the list.
There we go.
Cheers,
Well, here
y'all.
you go.
Cheers.
Check us out where?
The Ales and Tales Podcast.com.
That's right.
On
Rate,
Facebook,
review,
we
and
are the
share.
Ales and Tales Podcast.
Instagram.
The Ales and Tales Podcast. You know, seeing a trend. You have to find us with the.
If
We
you
are
want
the-
to sample the beer for yourself, you can find out where you can get it. Links are in the description.
Hopefully, because I got to remember to do that.
Hey, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Till next time.
Yep.